I'm from New Jersey, and I don't go back to New Jersey too much, but whenever I do, like I'm not from New Brunswick. I'm from Montclair, which is like 30, 40 minutes from New Brunswick. And I moved when I was 12 to Los Angeles. But when I'm there, like it just feels like home, which is weird because I consider myself a West Coast guy, you know? I mean, I moved when I was 12. I still kind of have a little bit of an accent, especially when I'm yelling and shit or, you know, making sweet love. But, yeah, like when I make sweet love, I have a fucking serious Jersey accent. I'm like, yo, you like that? Not for nothing, but you like that? You like me up inside? You like that? You feel me in your guts, babe? Fuck, that feels good, huh? Yo, oh shit, yo. That's how I go. That's how I finish. Oh, yo. Oh, fuck, yo. Yeah, you like that? Yo, is that good for you, baby? Shit. Hey, yo, did you go to Whole 9? Yo, you go to Whole 9 when I made fucking love to you or what? Fuck, yo. You want some salami? That's what I do. Like, that, I don't mean that on my dick. I mean, literally, does she want salami out of the refrigerator? Yo, you want some salami and a fucking Sprite? I'm going to go down to the fucking corner store and grab some shit. You want some? Baby, you're the fucking best. That's how I make love. So when I was staying in New Brunswick, and then we went to one thing about New Jersey I love, the fucking diners, dude. 24 hours, the meats are better, the fucking breads are better, you know, because they get that shit from Europe, baby. And it's fucking right there on the East Coast now. It doesn't have to travel all the way to the West Coast and get stale as fuck. They know how to make the fucking sandwiches better because they got the fucking guys who did it over in, you know, wherever the fuck they're from. It's racist, but yeah. So no, and man, I went to diners, and those shits are 24 hours. It's just diners are the shit, man. LA's got like 4 diners that are open late at night, and I miss that shit. So you better believe I went to the fucking diners. I went to the diner, and weird shit will happen in diners in New Jersey. First of all, you got the most Jersey people of all time. It looked like there was a table that literally looked like it was the prequel to The Sopranos, like the fucking hairspray and the big hoop earrings, and they were saying not for nothing so much, and the fucking big bulky guys. And there was definitely a guy that fucking was talking like this there. But then they lined up a bunch of tables. I put this on my Snapchat a little bit, but they lined up a bunch of tables, and I was like, what the fuck? I was talking to my opener. I was like, why do you think that they're lining up those tables? And he was like, my opener's one of those guys, Mike, that'll fucking come up with an opinion about something like it's a fact, and it drives me up the fucking wall. Like, he'll be like, oh, they're doing it for brunch tomorrow. And I'm like, you don't know that shit. You don't know it. You don't know it. He did it. He does it all the time. And I think that's literally the definition of a dum-dum. Like, he said to me, one of my best friends, I love the guy, great guy, funny on stage. But he'll say shit like Kevin Hart put up the fucking video of him apologizing for something, you know, on Instagram. It's on Instagram now, but Kevin Hart he was like, I'm sorry, you know, I made a bad mistake. I just want to put that out there. I need to do better for my family, which is admirable. Nobody knew what the fuck he was talking about. It was very vague. So Mike, my opener, was like, you know what happened? He got caught cheating. She got the evidence, and then he fucking had to apologize. And I was like, you don't know that. And he was like, nah, that's definitely what happened. And I got blood red mad because didn't know. And I said, this is why you're a fucking idiot. And he got so mad, sulked, left the green room, didn't come back till after the show. And I was like, yo, is this guy fucking really pissed off? And then Mark was like, yeah, I think he is, my Irish buddy. So anyway, I fucking loved the guy. I had to tell him I loved him after that. But so anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? New Jersey diners. So he was like, yeah, it's for brunch tomorrow morning. They're lining up the tables because because that's family time and families come. And I was like, you don't fucking know that. And then after he said that, literally, I would say 50 young Asian men and women, I mean, they must have been 20, walked in the diner like fucking one after another and just filled up all of those tables. And I fucking slammed him, dude. And I said, see, it wasn't for tomorrow. It's a fucking Asian convention or whatever the fuck. So many. They kept coming, dude. So I had, what I eat? I fucking ate like a chicken parmesan. I went off the rails. I usually eat healthy. Nah, not in New Jersey. I decided not to. Chicken parmesan. I had a fucking tuna melt. I ate huevos rancheros, dude. I love it. By the way, these Jersey diners, they make Cheesecake Factory menus look like a fucking bookmark, dude. It literally looks like the fucking whatever. You know what the fucking diners in the diners in New Jersey, every single diner in New Jersey, you know what their menu looks like? Any book that any fucking British character is trying to find in a movie about medieval times. That's how big they are. You put it on the table. Thunk, that's the book we need. This translates everything we've learned in the past fucking 1 hour and 45 minutes because this movie's too long. That's what the fucking diner, the menus in the diners look like in New Jersey. And you need like a key to open it up. You know, like those fucking stupid. I swear to God, with these movies, they'll have like, we need a key to open the book. What was the movie? I was just flipping through it. It was like The Mummy or some shit. And it was like, I can't open the book. We need the key. And the girl's like, the key's over there. And he's like, okay. And then somebody's about to die. And the guy finds the key and like unlocks the book. And it's like some fucking key that looks like a beetle or something, you know? And you just got to put it in and then it goes, and then the legs come out and then you twist it and then the book opens and he's like, dan shulala lula la 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 la, and then the guy dies. You know? But he doesn't die. He like disintegrates. Like, who the fuck is making these movies? Right? Who the fuck? Like, what is this shit? You can just make shit up until the movie's over, right? You know? That's my problem with fucking science fiction or like whatever the fuck you'd call that. I guess, you know, like the ancient movies, any movies about ancient shit, right? Where it's like, oh, it starts off about a guy and he's just like, I'm looking for the scrolls, you know? And then another older guy or a kid. It's never the guy who's the fucking same age as the guy, right? They got to make it so different. It's like a little kid that's like, I had once the scrolls were in fucking, you know, Longsville or wherever, or the ancient town of Babylon. Hey, by the way, I'm 37. What the fuck is Babylon? What is it? I don't know. I've never known. I've never known what the fuck Babylon is. Babylon is a key kingdom in ancient. It's probably ancient Mesopotamia. Yeah. Every time I don't know where a fucking place is that sounds biblical, it's in Mesopotamia. Every fucking time. It was built on the Euphrates River. Of course it was. And equal parts along its left and right banks with steep embankments to contain the river's seasonal floods. Babylon was originally a small Akkadian city dating from the period of Akkadian Empire. Of course it was. Oh, yeah. So, anyway, they got to find the scrolls, and then the guy's like, all right, I'll look for the scrolls. And so far you're watching a movie, and you're like, oh, he's just looking for scrolls. And then all of a sudden he gets to the fucking place, and then there's a guy who's there guarding the scrolls, but he's like a guy who can fucking teleport. And you're like, well, all right, well, so now this guy just teleports? And then it's like, so he teleports, and then it's like, yeah, but oh, well, how do we defeat him? Because he's teleporting. And it's like, well, you need the fucking ancient blocking system. It blocks teleportation. And the guy can't teleport if you can get this. And they're like, okay. And you're watching the fucking movie like a goddamn CUDA. You're like, oh yeah, these things are happening. It's so hard to sustain a movie like that because you need to create the world and then adhere to the rules that you created in that world. Right? The best movie that does that is The fucking Matrix. It really sets it up nice and it fucking everything, all the dots connect. A movie that doesn't do that is the last movie, The Mummy with Tom Cruise. I watched that movie like this, and you're only going to be able to see this on the video podcast. This is how I watched the movie. And then Russell Crowe was in it, which was the best. They tried to set that shit up so much. They were like Tom Cruise was in it, and he was the mummy, and then Russell Crowe comes in, and he's like, I'm Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, though. And also there will be a movie about a werewolf with Benicio del Toro in it later. And then Tom Cruise runs. Has there been a movie where Tom Cruise doesn't run? So yeah. So I don't know how I started talking about. Oh, so that's what the fucking diner thing looks like. That's what the diner thing looks like, and then the diner menu looks like, and then you can get like literally like a turkey sandwich or fucking baklava, or you can get whitefish. Hey, if you can get whitefish at a diner, you know, I would say go to a different diner, but that's what the Jersey diners have, man. Diners have like everything. The Jersey diners have everything. But if you go to, I think I was with Joe Coy. I was with Joe Coy once, my buddy, stand-up comedian, fucking extraordinary Joe Coy. And we went to a diner. I think we went to Dupar's in like the Valley, and he got fucking fish. And I was like, bro, who gets fish? I'm sitting there eating a fucking like grilled chicken sandwich, and he got like fucking whitefish. I was like, bro, that's so gross. And he was like, who the fuck would get whitefish at a diner? That's like, you're just going to shit yourself so hard later. I'll have stomach problems. He'll get the grilled chicken, and I'll just have shit in my brains out. Thank you. Makuta. So I went to the diners. I went 3 times. Creature habit, babies. Creature habit. Woke up, got Starbucks, went back, worked out, then did my shows, then went to a diner. Creature habit, babies. That's all I do. You want to find Chris Delia on the road? Find the closest Starbucks or diner. Creature habit, babies.